Hey everybody, Peach here, and while I renovate my basement to expand the footprint of my basement home gym, I need a place to work out. So I've dedicated half of my garage to doing just that. So I need to pack a ton of versatility on a budget into a tight space. So if you're also looking to pack a ton of versatility into a tight space on a budget, then you're gonna love what I have in store for you. So to set up my small space, budget-friendly garage gym, the first thing I did was lay down 3/4 inch thick horse stall mats. And these are 3 foot by 4 foot mats that I picked up for less than $15 a piece at my local farm supply store. And then I added a pair of adjustable dumbbells that go up to 90 pounds. And then some of my favorite DIY projects, of course. And then, of course, we need a rack. But not just any rack. To achieve total versatility on a budget in a tight space, I went with the RitFit M1 multifunctional rack, which delivers the features of a half rack for squatting and benching, etc., with a very nice Smith machine and a plate-loaded functional trainer. And of course, we are going to need some plates, and I went with this gorgeous set of RitFit bumper plates. And of course, we need an adjustable bench. This one goes flat, incline, and decline. And then we need a nice barbell. This is the RitFit 28mm Olympic barbell. It weighs 20 kilos and it has needle bearings for smooth rotation with a medium knurl. Now, while this gym takes up a small footprint, this gym can definitely deliver an awesome workout. And since RitFit provided my viewers with a unique promo code, which can be found if you go down to the video description below, guess what? You'll save big money, 12%. So you can get this rack for about $1,000. Now, full disclosure, RitFit did send me this rack for free in exchange for this video, and yes, they're paying me a small fee for my time. So as a result, I'm not calling this video a review, okay? There's too many paid for reviews out there. You know who you are, okay? Instead, I'm calling this video a product overview instead. All right, now let's take a closer look at the rack. It's 14 gauge steel, and it's 2 inch by 2 inch uprights. And they have 1 inch holes, 12 1 inch holes to be exact, and it comes with a set of J-cups and spotter arms, which will allow you to squat, bench, etc. using a barbell and plates. All right, then there's the Smith machine. So here we have linear bearings, we have steel hooks going onto steel pegs, steel safeties going onto steel pegs. It's a 15 kilo bar with medium knurl. Super smooth. Now, speaking of smooth, let's talk about the integrated functional trainer. So to adjust the height settings to any one of the 15 different height settings, all you do is loosen this pop pin, pull it out, go to your desired setting, and release until you hear that click. That's how you know it's set in there, and then just tighten it down. Okay, and that's it. Now, this does have a 2-to-1 ratio, meaning 50 pounds will feel like 25 pounds. And the reason they do that is to make the smoother movement and to extend the length of the cable travel. And by my measurement, as measured from the surface of this upright to the end of the cable, it was over 10 feet long, which is amazing. All right, now let's talk about the specifications. So the rack is 85.3 inches tall, so it should clear the tracks of most garage doors and basement ceilings. And the rack is 81 inches tall as measured from the top of the pull-up bar down to the floor. And that should alleviate any of your concerns about head space when you're doing pull-ups in a basement, for example. Okay, now the rack itself is 68.1 inches deep as measured from the beginning of the feet all the way to the rear feet. And it's 79.1 inches wide as measured from the edge of the Smith machine barbell to the other edge. Okay, now the weight capacity is 575 pounds for the J-hooks, 575 for the spotter arms, and it's 575 for the Smith machine. Okay, and it's 430 pounds per side for the functional trainer. Now, included in your purchase price, you're going to get the following things. You're going to get a workout poster, which is nice if you're just starting out. You're going to get those spotter arms, right? Boom. You're going to get those J hooks. You're going to get a T-bar row attachment with landmine attachment. You're going to get 4 band pegs. You're going to get dip bars. And you get a low row foot plate and some stirrup handles. And you're going to get a lat pull down bar and a straight bar. Okay, now all these things are sufficient for when you're getting started, but I in particular would probably upgrade these. Now, instead of just sticking with this little attachment here that has just a static attachment point, you're going to want something with full rotation like this. This is also from RitFit, okay? It's got better grips and rotation, and it comes in a 4-piece set. And in that 4-piece set, you get this, plus you get a tricep attachment, okay? You get a rope attachment, and you get a fully rotating row attachment, okay? And you need all 4 of these things to really unlock the full potential of the functional trainer. Now, additionally, you could upgrade from a simple lat pull-down bar, such as this, to something like this. This 5-piece set is also from RitFit, so if you want to go wide, you can, and you can do regular pronated, or you can do neutral grip, okay? So 5 pieces here. This is the wide one. This is the medium one, the more narrow one, and then these 2 are real narrow, right? And you can use these for rows too. So this 5-piece set's pretty nice, and it comes with its own set of carabiners too. And now let me offer a few criticisms. All right, so my first criticism isn't necessarily a criticism of this rack. It's more of a heads up if you've never used a functional trainer to substitute as a lat pull down. And here's the heads up. You're gonna have to sit on the ground or on a small step stool to get a full range of motion because they're just not tall enough otherwise, okay? So you should just know that going in. All right, next criticism. So here is the multi-grip pull-up bar. Now it has no knurling and no real texture to speak of. Also, it's a bit thin for my taste. So to make it more comfortable, I do recommend wearing gloves or lifting straps. All right, next criticism. So instead of using a nylon ball, which I would prefer, they're using a rubber ball here with this metal cone behind it. So the problem with this metal cone is it's going to be metal on metal scratching this up eventually, which could lead to rust one day. So to solve that, I wish they would swap this out with a nylon ball stop. All right, next criticism. So these are nylon pulleys, and I'll just be honest, I prefer aluminum pulleys. They're a bit smoother. Having said that, I do realize that nylon pulleys will extend the life of your cable as compared to aluminum pulleys. So you take your pick which one you want, and if you do want aluminum pulleys, you can always upgrade these at a later time and swap them out. All right, now here's my biggest criticism because there's just no good reason for it. It's just bad planning, okay? Now here's the deal. 450 millimeters is the standard size for 45-pound plates and all bumpers, okay? So I have 450 millimeter plate here, and I have a 450 millimeter plate here. Now watch this. You're gonna notice, you see that it moved? It's because this plate is grazing this one, and there's no reason for it because all of this, these guide rails, this whole thing, we got space. It can move over just a hair, and this would be able to clear these plates. So as a result, if you want to use the functional trainer, you're gonna have to first take off any 450 millimeter plates off the Smith machine and vice versa, okay? So hopefully they can correct this in a future release. All right, let's go out on a high note and cover what I really like about the product. So, value is number 1, okay? So for about $1,000, if you're using my promo code that is, you will be able to achieve total versatility on a budget in a tight space with the RitFit M1 multifunctional rack, which again, delivers the capabilities of a half rack for squatting, benching, etc., with a very nice Smith machine and a very nice plate-loaded functional trainer, okay? Not to mention the landmine attachment and dip bars and multi-grip pull-up bars, etc. So the value is off the charts, okay? Also, what I really like is the fact that the pulleys are extra smooth. And I love how it looks, okay? The laser cut details of the laser cut numbers and the laser cut R up top with all those slits, it just, those little nice touches add to the beauty. Also, that nameplate, that stainless steel nameplate, don't look half bad either. And they added functionality to the nameplate where others don't. They have storage hooks, so you can hang up all those attachments and not be fumbling around trying to find them. And then that center bar across the back also provides a ton of storage for all of your attachments. All right, the RitFit M1 multifunctional rack, a great addition to any home gym. Now for more details, be sure to visit designbuildlift.com. And to purchase, remember, do not pay full price. Instead, go to the link down in the video description below to reveal my unique promo code, which will save you big money. All right, that does it for this episode, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode. So be sure to subscribe to the channel to be alerted the moment the next episode drops.